cup and bob is placed into this cup containing a sample. Then after dipping the bob, just you rotate the bob into cup. Depending upon, for that reason it is also called as rotational viscosity. We can call it as rotational viscosity. If the here during this some problem will be there, plug flow is there. What is plug flow? Plug flow, it is a one of the disadvantages. Plug flow is, it is a disadvantage of cup and bob viscometer. Major drawback is there. What is plug flow? This is due to variable shear stress across the sample. The sample between the cup and bob. The plug flow is defined as material is lying in the inner surface of the cup. The material lying in the inner surface of the cup remain constant as a solid plug, never flow, does not get required shear stress. That means overcome this problem. We cannot determine properly viscosity due to plug flow. For that reason, to solve this problem, always largest bob is used. Largest bob is used, and sometimes the blades are used to reduce the plug flow. Some blades are used and increase the speed of rotation. While your rotation of this bob, you increase the rotation. Then we can solve the plug flow. We can solve the plug flow. That plug flow is important in the flow of pastes. For example, extrusion of toothpaste and ointments from the tubes. This plug flow is for most important. Coming to last viscometer, that is cone and plate. The cone and plate viscometer is widely used in pharmaceutical field, and shearing can be done by stationary plate and rotational cone. This is used for determination of viscosity for both Newtonian and non-Newtonian system. The main principle here involved in the cone and plate viscometer, the sample is placed at the center of the plate. For example, this is the plate. I will show next. At the center of the plate, you keep the sample, and which is the raised position under the cone. The cone is placed at the center of the sample or plate. The cone is driven by variable speeds with motor. The sample is sheared in the narrow gap between the stationary plate and well as rotating cone. The rate of shear in the RPM, that is revolution per minute, is increased or decreased by the selector dial, and viscous traction or torque value or shearing stress, we can say, produced on the cone. The viscosity of Newtonian system can be estimated by nu is equal to C multiplied by T divided by V, that we can call it as equation 1, where C is called as instrument constant, where T is called as torque reading, and V is called as speed of cone. How much speed is rotated for particularly cone, that is RPM, revolution per minute. That means for the plastic viscosity, U is equal to CF T minus TF divided by V, that is we can call it as equation 2. The yield value, that is F, is equal to CF multiplied by TF. That means TF is nothing but torque at shearing stress axis, extrapolate from linear portion of curve, and CF is the instrument constant. Here, for the diagrammatically, this is the cone and this is plate. This plate is stationary. This plate is stationary. Whatever the sample which is to be determined the viscosity, you place it at the center of the plate. and the cone is placed at the center where the liquid is there. Liquid is nothing but which is to be used for the determination of viscosity, and this cone is rotated. How much rotation will be there? Here the torque value will be there. RPM is noted. That will give directly viscosity can be determined. This is very small sample is sufficient for the determination of viscosity. Small sample is sufficient to determine the viscosity. Then pharmaceutical applications. Pharmaceutical applications, the viscosity of creams, lotions may affect rate of absorption. That means depending upon the viscosity, the rate of absorption of a creams as well as lotions will depend upon viscosity, and greater the release of active ingredient is generally possible from the softer or less viscous base. If the viscous base is less, the more absorption will be there. The viscosity of semi-solid products may affect the absorption of these topical products due to effect of viscosity on the rate of diffusion of active ingredient. That means viscosity is increased. Of course, in case of suspension, the viscosity is increased. We are going to get a stable suspension. Suppose while you are applying creams on the surface of the skin, if the low viscous means easily absorbed through the skin, the absorption or entry of drug particles through the skin is very easy. If high viscous means it will take some time. That is, diffusion rate is mainly depending upon active ingredient. The rate of absorption is mainly ordinary suspension, differs from thixotropic suspension. The thixotropy is useful in the formulation of pharmaceutical suspension and emulsion. They must be poured easily from the container, that is low viscosity. Easily, for example, I told that the viscosity is properly maintained. Then we are going to get a stable suspension. If you go on increasing the viscosity, it is also difficult. How it is difficult means, why if a high viscosity is there, the pouring the liquid from the suspension or emulsion, pouring the liquid or suspension is difficult from container. While you are taking dosage form, it is very difficult. For that reason, the viscosity is playing an important role. Then pharmaceutical application, we already discussed. In case of this area and use of rheology, number one, processing. The rheology is the production capacity of the equipment, processing efficiency depending upon the equipment. Different types of equipments are used for mixing, for the preparation of different roller mills are used for the creams, ointment preparations. Solids means flow of powders from the especially tablets as well as capsules. The manufacturing of tablets, manufacturing of capsules, while you are packaging of powders and granular solids. For this, rheology concept is playing an important role. If you are having proper rheology, definitely we can manufacture tablets, granules is very easy. Fluids, mixing, particle size reduction, passage through orifice, fluid transfer, physical stability. These are all concept. Rheology concept is applicable for fluids. Quasi-solids, spreading and adherence of the skin, removal from the tubes, release of the drug from the base. How the drug is released from the ointment base or cream base. That is also important. That means the rheology is main important in almost all the formulations. It is not only applicable to suspension, emulsion, creams, ointments, tablets, capsules, granules. Almost all the rheology concept is covers almost all the dosage forms. That is for most important applications of rheology. Lastly, viscoelasticity. so many times define viscoelasticity. What do you understand by viscoelasticity? Viscoelasticity is a property of material that exhibit both viscous and elastic characteristics when undergoing deformation. That means viscous materials like honey. Honey is resist to shear flow and strain linearly with time when stress is applied. When stress is applied on the honey. For example, with coned plate geometry, the samples appear to be roll up and at a high shear rate, and that is ejected from the small gap. And with the concentric cylinder geometry, the sample will be climb up, that is spindle of the rotating inner cylinder. That means, for example, the semi-solid exhibits property of both states, that is elasticity of solid and viscosity of fluid. Both some semi-solid materials, they exhibit both states, that is elasticity of solid as well as viscosity of liquids. The viscosity of Newtonian fluid is expressed by nu is equal to F by G, where F is shear stress and G is shear rate. And this is about the the pharmaceutical application. The rheology is foremost important, not only in daily life, even in almost all the manufacturing of solid dosage form, liquid dosage form, semi-solid dosage form, while your absorption of dosage form is also important. This is for most important. Rheology chapter is a most important for pharmacy field. Thank you.